And with that, once my camera decides to load, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another day of the Komplettligaen Div 4. From Norgesligaen to Komplettligaen. Well, we're still in the Nordics and we're still in English. So thank you and welcome for everyone putting their trust into me to deliver this cast today. Yeah, obviously, we'll have the same 16 or 15 teams like we had last week. So let's refresh your memory with the leaderboard. There we go. Killed by Pan decided in the end their first place, but the first place belonged to them with 2 points more than Gohok. Then we had Los Polos Hermanos on rank 3, going down with 54 points. 1 point less for We Blame Lack on rank 4. Then we had the Lost Boys with 49 points. Björil with 41. Pomfrey Dataspillerlack with 38 points, as well as Dog with 36 points on rank 7 and 8. And then we had 30 points for Nomad, 22 points for Omega, 21 for Alien Nation, 19 each for Vidafira and the Norse Navigators, 14 for Ishas Korean LGs, 10 for Uberflocken, and the gaming basement players decided not to show up. But that should not hinder us from advancing into the next day of Norgesligaen, because obviously we're on day 2. That means we have more fun to be had. And one thing is for sure, I completely forgot that I had a cast and changed my settings. So I have to change them back so we don't see, for example, the dreaded network debug statistics. Nobody wants to see that. Or obviously the colorblind mode. Nonetheless, we'll hop into match number 1. Even though we're currently below floor level, we are on Miramar. As you can see, 20 seconds remain before we will hop into match number 1 on day 2. Well, please. Hopefully, the players are ready for this, because we hope that there will be fights. And if there will be fights, that's something the good old playing path will decide, and we'll hop up for this and see where the plane will take us. We'll start at Partona and end our travel close to Oasis, where we currently are with the camera. That means the players will have a good chunk of the map reachable. Minas Generalis might be a bit of a stretch with a little bit more than 1.5 kilometers. El Pozo will be barely reachable, but reachable. We saw as well El Zahar, Impala, Sierra Bronca, Campo Militar, and Alcantara. Bit out of question. Nonetheless, they are theoretically still reachable if you find a car. But more or less, the interesting part is this, because we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 teams currently hovering over Los Leones. And the question is, will we have a hot drop there? Because it's not the best situation if 3 teams drop there. Not even 4. Finefira, then we have the Lost Boys, if I'm not mistaken. We blame lag. Overflocken. Delay that already with the first shots against Popsicle. Unfortunately, only with a shotgun. Question is, can Wolfdorp do more? He has the AK in hand, but Popsicle is able to get away without even a scratch. Unfortunately for Wolflocken, because they're only playing with 3 players, then they would have loved to get an early kill. And then over here we have Alien Nation with Junkai MI, Papatron, Bracara, and Ontist. But yeah, still 4 teams in and around Los Leones. With Mati being all the way over here, currently holding the spot for the entry into the circle. We have currently 2 teams in the circle with the North Navigators and Doc in Chumacera. I mean, theoretically, we could count Gohok as well, because with Picado, we have at least Sonics currently at the edge of the circle. Then over here, we have Ishas, Gorillion, OGs, Martin being played by Joel. Then we have 2-2 split for killed by Pan, and I'm not quite sure why they decided for such a big split, considering that Nomad is between them. Over here we have the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos in the Minas Generalis big split. Also for the lineup from my mind is betraying me again, Pomfrey. And last but not least, we have Omega over there. And Ghost of Valley might be in trouble. 1 against 3 situation. Gets the first knock against Bracara. Wants to go for the flush, but did not consider that there would be more than one opponent. And that's the first kill of the game. Ghost of Valley down. Bracara can be helped up by Papitron there as well. And that means, unfortunately, the lineup from I forgot the name. We blame lag again. Most likely blame and lag for that. Alright, what else do we have? Shots over here in the direction of the lineup from Killed by Pan. They're driving quite close to Yana. But it seems they're able to get away from, or out of harm's way there. Keita, Gerrit, Dals, and Lydia. And over here, Matzi has spotted Junk. And Bracara as well. And beautiful shot against Bracara. Will Matzi be able to get the kill in? I mean, it would be some retribution, but it looks like not. Although Bracara might. Yeah, Bracara did bleed out. Second knock already. Junk not able to go for the rest. Alien Nation lost their first play as well. That means we have 56 left. Only 2 kills have been found. So, nice try by Matzi. Tying a full first on the leaderboard when it comes to kills. Most damage though by Ghost of Wally with 102. Even though he is already eliminated. So that will change. But hey, he did more damage than I mostly do when I'm playing. So, at least something. Hannah still in Los Leones looting. And it's still a big split. Popsicle already decided to move over and get an angle in against Alien Nation. I'm still unsure if playing so far apart will pay off in the end. Over here we already have Gehok starting to play the, well, partial rainbows, and over here the glass building. Rusty spotted. Onyx unfortunately with the wrong angle dress though with the knock. And that means we have our next kill over here. Wrong. More to the right, Sonics. More to the right. There he is. There you go. Well done. Next kill confirmed. Isha's Guerrilla OGs down at 2-3. And also with the hit against John. As we can see, there are more and more players advancing into the circle. Over here, we have our first airdrop. I'm not quite sure if anyone will find that one, but there's an MG3 in it. I guess Trine is currently searching for it. He knows there was one. Now he can finally say to his teammates, I found it, I found it, I got the airdrop. Leaving the MG3 in it, though. So either he does not... yeah, he's putting it in the car. We'll just say, alright, maybe he does not want to take it. Leave it for a teammate. That's not always the best decision. Oh, put in the backpack. Oh no, the backpack. The backpack is the... Alright, he puts the MG3 in the car. The backpack is still in the drop. And over here we have our first drive-by situation. Finifura not really sure if they should pursue Gnome Knife. I would have advised for it. They knew there was only one player in the car. And considering that, they most likely would have been able to get the kill in. Overflocken, meanwhile, pursue the church. That's coming out. Wolf not hitting there. Pack. So no luck when it comes to getting a knock-in. And the next drive-by situation between Nomad and Pomfrey. Isildur and Garwar over here. Try to get a knock-in against Nomad. Unfortunately, they most likely are mad that they did not get that one. And as we can see, a Ghost of Valley is coming back. We blame luck. Very successful in getting that revive in. So he most likely will be able to get more damage for his leaderboard position. Like I said, he was first when it comes to most damage. Now going down to third. Atlas Popatron now with more damage. Nonetheless, still, he did more damage than I do in normal games. So kudos to that. We can see that the circle has shifted again, this time north. And that means a good chunk of teams is already back out of the circle. Nomad and Alien Nation crossing paths. Good thing it's only Yana. At least for junk. And good thing for Yana, it's only junk in that car. Otherwise, we might have had a fight and our next victim. That fight between Nomad and Alien Nation. Alien Nation also back with all 4 players. Like I said, between they lost one as well. So we are back with 57 players. Only one player has lost his life forever at the moment. But forever in hyphens. Pickle. Well, I'm not quite sure why Non-Life decided to turn around, but that could have been his kill. Just running over Popsicle would have been, well, his chance to get the first kill for Los Polos Hermanos. Popsicle, well, unfortunately was not able to get a kill in as well, and might have been spotted by Finifida now. Also trying to get more points on the board after day 1. Where they only got rank 12 with 19 points. Obviously, they want more. Meantime, we can see Killed by a Pan arriving in the compound over here in the dip. Or in the valley, however you want to call it. Close to Gohok This is not the best position you can have. It is theoretically a good position. But considering that you're in the valley, you... Oh, hot dogs. Yummy. 25 cents only. That's cheap. That must have been before the Great Depression. Or it's Mexico prices. I don't know. We'll be gonna have with a knock against Space Shark. See what that happened. Here. They'll be gonna is all the way over here. Already retreating, saying, alright, I got a knock, so I better run away. Don't want to get knocked myself. Meanwhile, Elite with the knock against Langerfinger and Timix with the knock against Little Cheese. Lost Boys taking out the Hive Bragger of the last event I casted, the Norgesligaen. Gonna check if if it's the same for Komplettligaen. More shots coming out, as we can see that the lineup of Pomfrey is quite close to Nomad. Look at that, more and more teams rotating now, trying to get into the circle and into a better position as well. All of the teams, though, currently in a position where the circle is reachable without problems. Over here we have another airdrop quite close to the North Navigators. Unfortunately, though, there's only a DBS in there. But as you can see, the new level 3 Jammer Pack. So, Jammer Pack with more possible carry space. So it's like a level 3 backpack, but including the Jammer Pack function. And over here, PJ in trouble. Getting shot at by the lineup from Nomad. Able, though, to prone down behind that truck. While his truck is rolling down the hill. Searching for a new home. As, well, I guess, wreck on the roadside. Or maybe also as, I don't know. I mean, you would call it Verkehrshindernis. Grunland, meanwhile, with the kill against Popsicle. At best with some shots in the direction of Matzi. We blame Lack. Oh, looting Ghost of Wally. Thanks between the Knuther. That means we blame Lack. Only left with 2 players. Matzi and Hannah. Good thing for them. This compound over here is free again. Don't remain too calm. You have to get your cars to safety. I mean, you could always put the Porsche in here and have a bit of, well, freedom. But there's another team quite close, and that team wants to play the same position. Because most likely, I would suggest that Frinefira, after their fight against Wolflocken, would move over here and try to get into a position to fight We Blame Lack. Next circle shifted central-ish. Meanwhile, Delayla will find his end. Wolfderp died to the circle, and Thuddertreen with a kill against Atlas. And Space Shark gets a kill against Delayla. EJ again. Maybe in trouble, because we see the next team, Draven, roughly below him, which is Pomfrey, Data Spillerlack. Now over here we have the fight between Omega and the Lost Boys. And the Lost Boys lost their first member there with Watch. Gimmick says, alright, if I can, I'm gonna try to get a kill in, but most likely he will not succeed. Jeppy knocked, Wilden knocked as well. Over here, a Biondist. That means Alien Nation also with a kill. Finger with shots in the direction of Doc's Trüneknuser. But the knock in against the Fento. Now pushing over the ridge, getting the knock against Inke Hofding. That means there's only 2 players left for Bjoil, which are Easter Place and Don't Blame. We blame Lack eliminated though. Anna has found her end against Tribute Moss. What's coming in from above is the MG3. Benny with the first knock against Easter Place. Trying his best to get the kill in against Don't Blame as well. I will not succeed. At least Easter Place going down though. So 1 more kill for Dog. Check out the overview of the circle. We still can see Finefitter in the blue. All over here, Giles. Last man standing, Don't Blame, searching for a new home. Getting shot at from all the sides, and I mean all the sides. Gator in the end, the one to get the kill in, killed by Pan. That means we're down to 12 teams, ranked number 13 for the lineup from Joel. Los Polos Hermanos trying to push into the circle. They have to pass the North Navigators and Nomad, depending on which road they want to take, or which direction they want to take. Finefitter eliminated. Tribute Moss dies to the blue. You can see that Los Polos Hermanos has gotten knocked by the North Navigators. Non-life being pushed to his knees. Adrian though with some retribution, getting the knock in against Syria. Craziest spotted as well. Got attack. Play Shark trying to go for the rest. Adrian with the flash in hand. Pushing over the ridge. Finds the unsuspecting Space Shark. And it goes for the flush against both. That means the North Navigators down to 2 players. Crazy is tagged again. 6 HP remain for him. Adrian tagged by John. Down through it with the knock against Stasis, and Craziest is now the last remaining player for the lineup from the North Navigators, and he is eliminated as well. Unfortunate, but that means we're down another team. 10 teams to go. Well, Zulux with a rate. Thank you for that, and welcome together. We're live with the good old Komplettligaen, formerly known as GGL, Good Game Ligaen. But they decided to rebrand one of the Nordic leagues. Gerhardt eliminated. That means there's only 1 left. John for Ishas Guardian OGs. Lashed already, though. Has no clue where his opponents are. One of them is quite close. Coming over the ridge. Non-life. Light in hand for John. I'm not quite sure if that is a good ball. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Not too good either, but... oh, good enough. Smoke's coming in. So John has less vision. We check out what happens over here on the other side, because Omega and the lineup from Prom 3 as well as Nomad are quite close to each other. They're going down in the blue. Says, all right, I'm not gonna fight this. While Isidore has found an 8 from Mullen. And therefore Omega eliminates a Pomfrey. Chemix over here is the last man standing for the boys. The Lost Boys, that is. Well, Alien Nation has found and set their sights on Doc. Apparently the only team in the north. Chemix has to watch out because Alien Nation is coming into his direction with at least Puppytron. Apparently playing with the VSS and the M24. Interesting choice of weaponry. Lydia found and knocked by Los Polos Hermanos. So Cheese now with the most damage. More kills though by Adrian with 4. See what else we can see. Hermanos setting their sights on the next opponent, and again it's Little Cheese with a great spray, eliminating Dals. Therefore, only one player killed by a pan remains. Is Gator, and he is, well, unfortunately in trouble because no way you get out there without a car. Shots are raining in on him. Still has a bit of cover thanks to the smoke and the light ridge he has there. Getting from one smoke into the other, has to heal again. Meanwhile, from top hill, Gohok with some shots, eliminating Adrian. Nomlife trying to eliminate Gronland, though. He's unsuccessful. Little Chiso successful in eliminating Gator, and now Los Polos Hermanos has 10 kills already. And eliminated, killed by a pan, and another kill in against Langerfinger and Gronland. Coming out. Onyx and Andreas left for Gofok. Meanwhile, Doc is using the current silence to move up the hill and trying to get into the back or in the sight of Los Polos Hermanos. Little Cheese not even aware that there's trouble coming in from behind. And knock successful. Benny goes hard and gets a second kill as well. Nomlife and Little Cheese eliminated on rank 6 for Los Polos Hermanos. Which means we're down to 5 teams. 2 players left for Doc. 2 players left for Gohok. 4 players left for Nomad. Then we have 4 players left as well for Alien Nation. And 2 players left as well for Omega. Backman and Melon. Currently 4 kills for them. Then over here for Alien Nation, we have 2 kills for Nomad. 6 kills for Kohok, and last but not least, Doc with 6 kills as well. Most kills for Little Cheese with 6 so far. Currently having more kills, or the same amount of kills as Doc, as one of the team with the most kills. And obviously the lineup from Alien Nation. Gohok. Meanwhile, we lose Omega. Nomad with the kills over here. Melon eliminated by Patronus and Smackman dying to the circle. That means we're down to 4 teams. Gohok with 2, Doc with 2, and Nomad and Alien Nation with 4 each. And those 2 teams over here will be the next 2 ones eliminated. Because I doubt that, yeah, Alien Nation and Nomad will decide to just let them be. They will try to eliminate one another. And in the end, that's what Nomad and Alienation are currently hoping for. Yana already has made up the flank here. Decided to play spoiler for Nomad. Has to watch out though, because once this fight on top of the hill is over, the remaining team will have a good view of the battlefield. Will be able to spot Yana or Playbox there. And Yana goes down. Sonics with the good angle. Able to get the knock-in. Rush has yet to be confirmed. Playbox takes a huge chunk out of the life of Dreas. Meanwhile, Trine Knuser and Benny still waiting below. Don't forget, there's a gas can over here. You can use that to your advantage. Let's see the situation when it comes to smokes and stuff. Dress 1 HE left. Oh, goes down against Patronus. Come on. Playbox knocked, and this is not looking good for Nomad. Pushing up, getting into position below the hill. Alright, we don't want to fight. Trine Knusener and Patronus with the kills against Sonics and Dreas. The push from Trine was last minute. Now the question is, will the lineup from Alienation prevail, or will one of the other teams get the chicken dinner in? Trine with the knock against Laban. Tattoo is spotted as well. Now from the other side, we can see the lineup from Alienation coming in, closing the pinches, so to say. And it's Alienation who get the winner chicken dinner since Trina dies to the blue zone. More kills though by Los Polos Hermanos with 12, 2,162 damage and 7 assists. We'll hop over for a quick break before we return with match number 2. And we have the updated leaderboard and a bit of movement. Los Polos Hermanos going up 2 ranks to rank number 1 now with 68 points. 66 for Gehok staying on rank 2. Then we have Killed by Pan dropping down to 3rd with 60 points. 56 points for We Blame Lack, 50 for the Lost Boys, and 50 as well for Doc moving up 2 ranks to rank number 6. Then we have rank 7 for Joel with 41 points, 2 points less for Nomad on rank 8. Pomfrey with 38 points on rank 9, 1 point less for Alien Nation, going up to rank 10 from rank 11 with 37 points. Then we have 29 points for Omega, 22 for Finefida, 20 for the Norse Navigators, 14 for Ishavs Guerrillian, and 10 for Ulve Flocken. And with that, we'll hop into match number 2 of the day. As you can see, we are still on Miramar, and the players are hopefully ready. We're back with 58 players, so still 2 players missing to make the lobby complete. Nonetheless, we are ready to show the show. Obviously, I'm still wondering about the shield here. This sign here, no vacancy, Piscina, La Vista Motel. And if you look over here, there's just the warehouse, and I doubt that this is a motel. So I'm wondering what this sign is doing here. Because, yeah, I doubt that La Vista Motel is over here somewhere. Nonetheless, it shows. And we are back with the plane pass. Obviously, this time, it's kind of the other way around. We're starting to the left of, to the right of Oasis instead of to the left. Or ending to the left. And we'll end our flight to the left of Portona, where we started last time. Nonetheless, still an okayish flight pass for the teams. The first few have dropped out already with the Lost Boys and the Norse Navigators, as well as Omega and the lineup from Pomfrey. Next up, we have the lineup of Killed by Pan, Alien Nation, and Fida, as well as Nomad. The lineup of Joel and Ishavs Guerrillian OGs, Los Polos Hermanos, Ulve Flocken, Gehok, Doc, and last but not least, the lineup of We Blame Lack. So far, it's not looking like we have any direct drops. I mean, Suratrin is quite close to Junk and Contest, but it's not looking like we have an initial kill over here, especially considering that Surat dropped a bit too short and has to get to the buggy over here. Circle shifts to the south. Looks kind of similar to the circle we had the first round. Nonetheless, a bit different. But yeah, so far, nothing real major. We can see Mr. Slick driving around here. I'm not quite sure if you want to go down there. Yeah, now he's in trouble. Coupe is stuck, and with that we have to say goodbye to Mr. Slick, most likely. Oh. Not able to get the knock in. More shots coming in. Mr. Slick in trouble. And he runs directly into the hands of Junk MI. Therefore, we have our first kill. Even though I suggested we don't have quite early first kill. Well, Mr. Slick proved me otherwise. Driving down there, even though most likely 13 might have told him that there is someone there. Or maybe not. I'm not quite sure. At least he should have known it. But yeah. Except for that, like you can see on the map, nothing really major happening at the moment. All the teams are currently looting. Let's hop over to our winners of the last, or, well, we are with our winners from the last match. Venkemai, Papitron, Brakara, and Ontist of Alien Nation. All 4 of them survived in the end. I'm saying, yeah, no, you don't need to wait for me. I got another car. What kind of air freshener do we have? Banana. Let's go. Banana rocks. For everyone who grew up with ICQ. Banana llama ding dong. Light a llama rock. Shots over here from Grok in the direction of Ishav's Guerrilla Energies. Finger at least trying to get a knock in. Layla has to watch out though. Despite what Ulf Locken does, Ishav's Guerrilla Energies is driving with 2 players in the car. So Layla losing 2 tires. And is knocked out. And almost run over there by the car with Lil Bigonat and John over here. That car more or less flew in that dip. I think the Layla was already killed. Otherwise that would have hurt. Rock willing to get a knock in as well. With the knock against Lil Big on that. Hit by Banny. That's been not too bad. Wanted to say not that good of a nade, but it was way better than I thought it would be. Okay, hard with the knock against Shippy. Banny and Matsias though with the re-knock. Rusty coming in, trying to get a knock in, but gets knocked instead. And now it's just John who's not even going for the rest on Little Bigonet. Maybe thinking about it now. He should do it. Bro, do something, but do it quick. And take that gas can away there. That's something I always try to teach players. If there is a gas can in your room, get rid of it. Otherwise you might be in trouble. And trouble finds Little Bigonet again. As well as John. Ishav's Guerrilla Energies eliminated on ring 15. That means we're down to 14 teams. So, 1 team already eliminated. Matty might die as well. I'm quite close over here to Los Polos Hermanos. Oh, almost knocked there. I think the Porsche is quite fast. No, the Ashton is quite fast. Oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash into something, bro. I still don't know why the swings don't swing. They're more like solid elements. At least make it broken chains so it would have some leeway when driving through it. Instead of real swings. Because you would think that swings move if you drive against them. not the case here, though. Alright, let's check out the map. As you can see, most teams are already in the circle. Except for the one team we already lost with Ishas, Guerrilla, and OGs. Defeater and the lineup from the Lost Boys are not in the circle as well. Except for that, everybody is in. Waiting for that chance. Over here we can see Don't Blame with some shots in the direction of Omega. This over here was quite close to our end circle last time. It was up here on the hill where we currently have Pomfrey, Celsius, Isildur, Gabor, and the Root. Joseph Ali over here has spotted Yana. Not really willing to go for a knock yet, though. Has to watch out, though, because Yana has spotted him as well. Circle shifts to the north again. And over here, we have some mortar shots by Sonics. Oh, wasn't too bad in the direction of kills by Pan here. A bit too far. That second shot was better, I have to say. And over here we can see the destruction from mortar shots when they're close to the street. The street cannot be destroyed, which is kind of weird. Dirt roads can, though. There are no real roads. Suddenly lots of teams has to shift. And move. They're fucking trouble, though, because they're only playing with 2 players over here. Oh, nice tack against Langefinger. Yes, and Sonic's coming close now. Otherwise, Hawk might be in trouble. Gromland and Langefinger being solo over here. Nice tags and nice knock against Dals by Gromland. I would have counted that knock for Langefinger, I guess. It looks like a Hawk wants to get going. Kill stolen by Hannah. Means Gator not able to go for the rest. We can see more movement and more knocks over here. Norton, one of my fellow casters, knocked by Pomfrey, it seems. Blackman trying to go for the wrist. Oh man, stay up there, bro. Stay up there. Oh, he's way too open. Theoretically, from over here, you can barely see him, but you can see him. I mean, if the Roo would move a bit more down the hill, he would have seen it. Yeah, shown that he can see Swagman. Good position there up on the hill. And over here, Tyrolit finds Wolfderp. One of the players of Ulverflocken. Over here we can see Atlas, the last remaining member of Ulverflocken, able to get the kill in against Lydia. Killed by Pan though, left with 2 players. He does us somewhere else, currently prone in a little shack. The lineup from Los Polos Hermanos getting an airdrop. There's a Lynx in there. I'm not quite sure why they don't take it. Kara finds Playbox, who's able to outrun his shots somehow, at least a bit. Down now with the smoke. Position not too good for the lineup from Nomad. And there's another one going down with Laban. Nation moving closer. And now Patronus. Last two players standing. Patronus knocked as well by Papitron. Jan says, alright, I'm gonna use whatever I can. Please try to dodge this. Circle shifted quite central. You can see the Norse Navigators driving into Picado below Jana. And with the flash against Patronus. That leaves Jana as sole survivor. Same obviously goes for Atlas. Shots in the direction of Vinefira. Nice headshot there against Lapern. Oh, gets knocked through falling. Oh, and that is very, very unfortunate. A bit more thinking about smoking, maybe. Guess he's not quite sure. He has smoke, though. Tag smoking out now. Best bet would be for Apparent and Tribute Moss to go around the corner over here. But hey, he survived. All three of them survived. That's it so far with the most damage and most kills. 2 kills to his name and 309 damage. And now with the knock against Craziest, as we can see, there is a lot of teams who have yet to get into the new circle. With the Norse Navigators, We Blame Lag, Los Polos Hermanos, Omega, and Bombfree, as well as the lineup from the Lost Boys and Alien Nation. And obviously our solos and a half with Yana and Gator. Gator? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Reminds me a bit of Japanese. That Detective Conan with Kenta. Nation with some range shots. Nothing really major happening though. So Atlas, if I was you, I would take that gas can away. We blame Black in trouble now. Sonics in Grönland with the knocks against Hannah and Ghost of Valley. Like needing to heal now though. That just leaves Popsicle and Matzi. Popsicle with a shot, a sort of shotty in hand. Meanwhile, Gator going down against the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos. Going back into the fight between We Blame Black and Gohok. knock against this. There's a knock against non-life and Portugal was spotted. But currently cursing about his damn luck that he couldn't arrest through the Jeep standing there. Onyx might see him in a while. Was lost by the M249. Reigns supreme. Sonics gets them all. Numlife, Matzi, and Hannah. I'm not quite sure how he got Numlife. But I guess Numlife just bled out over here. And now we're going into the fight between the North Navigators and Los Polos Hermanos. Here's what's left of it. Taking down Stissis and Syria. And now there's just Space Shark left. Got this as well. And Bracara from the other side over here. For the lineup from Alien Nation with that kill against Space Shark. Meanwhile, over here, the Hawk says, all right, we know there are still 2 players over here, Cyrillit and Atlas. So, yeah, let's fight them. We want the south of the map. Just knocked now by a little cheese. Atlas not sure what to do. Bill would advise you to get that gaskin away. Meanwhile, Jana has sneaked into the compound behind Gehok. Quite sure if Dreas has seen her. Might have been the case. Matsias with a kill against Gavor. And it looks like Dreas knows. Yes, with the kill against Helisiev. 8 in hand off Drummond. A bit too far. Over here, Los Polos Hermanos eliminating on test. Adrian coming in. Gets a knock against Bracara, who flushes himself. And Nomad eliminates Jana, unfortunately. Longer fingers nade finds her. Back in the fight between Alien Nation and Los Polos Hermanos. Little she's knocked by Junk. UMP reigns supreme hipfire. But in the end, Adrian, with no hipfire from his orc, is able to eliminate Alien Nation. Form of Junk. Down here, we have the Lost Boys. Still all 4 alive. No boy lost yet. Rock again still left alive with all 4 plays. Humphrey so far only with 2 left. Isidore and Daru. Over there. The last player for Finafira. LaPern. Trying his best to get forward, spotted by Easter players, shooting anywhere. Just to show some reaction. Finafira unfortunately is out on rank at number 9. Meanwhile, Adrian has been spotted and eliminated by the lineup from the Lost Boys. And Langefinger has found Kiansrud, who was trying to res Little Cheese. Kill still going on the count for Junk MI. Over here there was an airdrop. Has been looted already. Down to 6 teams. There was the airdrop weapon. That MK. Atlas. The last man standing for Overflocken. Doing everything he can to get at least some placement points. Which is not looking too bad considering they are currently on rank 15 with 10 points only. Ishast Green had 14 points, and if I'm not mistaken, they won't get more points because they were the first to be eliminated. You can see on the map, only one team in the circle so far, which is the lineup of Gehok. Hopefully moving up here. There's Lure trying to get the rest in on Daru. Alex now with a knock against Wilden. Nice spray there, and nice knock by Isildur. Getting the first one, but gets knocked from the side, but don't blame. They're not sure what to do. Alright, I don't know what to do. Fanny spots him and kills him while trying to rush Shippy. As the circle's moving, you won't be able to do that. Shippy eliminated. Knocks down to 3. Lost Boys over here with the high ground. When is one of these dropping? Oh, that is the support flare. I mean, wouldn't say no to a repair kit. So far, best position over here. I would say you can play this, depending on what the circle shifts next. But so far, best position for the Lost Boys. TJ with the kill against Mattis. Next circle shift in favor of Gehok though. And knocked by Timix. Una to go for the rest again. Meantime, Hilden has found his maker as well. Ronland in a good position, quite central in the circle. There's the lie. But holding the western part of the circle. The only thing that could be dangerous for him is Joel. Depending on if the Fento and Easter Place are able to push a bit. Look, he wants to build a little ridge there. Something more interesting happening, but still. Meanwhile, Atlas has found Don't Blame, or Don't Blame has found Atlas, and therefore is eliminated. Nice knock by Grund against Timix. Raj still behind that rock on top. Next move down the hill now is knocked by Grondon as well. TJ dies to the blue, and therefore the Lost Boys are eliminated. So now it's a 4 against 4. Gehok versus the players from Joel. So far, most kills by Matthias was 4, 608 damage. Most damage taken, Wilden was 579. Over here, we have Joel pushing forwards. Langerfinger might find out soon that their opponents are in the back. Langerfinger with the first knock against Defento. Sonics with the knock. With the knock against Inca. Sonics with the knock against Defento. And now it's a 2 against 4 situation. Or 2 against 2 over here. Flashes coming in. Oh, I don't want to go there. There we go. The place has the farmers. Don't blame moving up. Goes down again against Langerfinger. The place spotted by Gronland. And able to heal. Wow. Knock against Sonics, but gets knocked by Gronland. I think I'm not really willing to move forwards. Is catching up while Sonics is eliminated by the place. We'll still might make this. I have pushed the Hoxer most likely will make it. They have pushed Joel into the defensive. Inca spotted there. Nowhere to go. But he's a place with the re-knock against Gronland. Now it's a 2 against 1 situation. The place has the rich in his advantage. Or to his disadvantage. A nice headshot there against Dress. Against Langerfinger. No utility anymore. 2 smokes and 2 smoke launcher nades for Dress and Gronland. Gronland is out for the count. The place at least getting that kill. Oh, he has a better position. But almost no ammo anymore. Langerfinger against Easter Place. 1 against 1. 12 kills so far for Gohok. 9 for Joel. Both almost out of ammo. No utility left. Langerfinger has a bit more ammo than Easter Place, but he has a level 3 gear. First spot though by Langerfinger, and he is able to get it. Winner chicken dinner for Gohok with 13 kills. That was a close one though. 13 kills, 2,394 damage and 9 assists. Shows that they are willing to put the work in for first place. We'll hop over for a quick break before we return with match number 3 and obviously the updated leaderboard. We are back with the updated leaderboard and a new leader. 89 points. Roughly getting to the 90 now for Gehok. After that winner chicken dinner. Then on second place, we have the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos with 76 points. 62 for Killed by Pan. Then 61 for Dark. 59 for the Lost Boys. 57 for Weeblemlack. 56 for Bjoil. 43 for Pomfrey. As well as for Alien Nation. Then we have 39 points for Nomad. 29 for Omega. 23 for Finafira. 20 for the North Navigators. 15 for Ulvoflocken. As well as Isha's Guerrilla Energies. And we are back with match number 3. And we're hopping into one of the, well, I would say quite beautiful maps. But not my favorite map nonetheless. Because we are hopping into a Rondo. As you can see, we are already there. Oh, can't go this way. Then I have to take this one. Whee! Going forward. Yay! Oh, wait, I can't go this way? Quite sure which way I can take then. Well, we could go back now, but I don't want to go back. Guess there is no other way. It's kind of weird though. Still, we are on Rondo. It's a beautiful map. Not my favorite though, but from the design, I would say PUBG at least has done something right. And though there's still gameplay-wise something to be desired on, but still, everyone will find something to loot, and that's what we will see once we hop into the map overview. The first teams dropping out over here are the players from Joel and Nomad. Following them, we have Los Polos Hermanos as well, and Ishav's Guerrillian OGs. Next up, with a bit of delay, we have Pomfrey and the players from Ulvoflocken, as well as Doc and Killed by Pan. Following them, we have the lineup from the Lost Boys, Gehok, Alien Nation, Weeblemlack, the North Navigators, and last but not least, Finafira and Omega, if I'm not mistaken. I know I was not mistaken. So let's see if we do have a hot drop situation somewhere. I mean, well, Los Polos Hermanos going on the other side of Rinjiang. The only teams quite close to each other are over here, which are Lost Boys and Gehok in Neox Factory, it seems both. Let's hop over here and check this out. Normally, they split Neox Factory and Test Tracks. This time they decided to go for that fight. Wilden going for the roof, has a better shoot than Gehok's players. TJ as well. First weapon found by Wilden is a pistol. Sonics, meanwhile, with the AK in hand, gets attacked from above by Wilden with the pistol. Just no respec whatsoever. Unfortunately for the Lost Boys, this is kind of a lost case. Considering that they are, well, lost on the roof without a lot of ammo. Just might die in a few seconds. Considering that Sonics was quite close to him. Bro needs to reload. Conland over here, close to Timex and Vaj. And Vaj with the first knock over here. Means Conland's going down. Building TJ. Good move as well. At least up to here. Check out what the rest of Gehok is doing. They're down one of their crucial players. With Grönland. Yes. What's at least one? Well, we can see TJ dropping down the roof. Trying to get an angle in. Has no sight on his AK though. As we can see, the Lost Boys going for a wider approach with Wilden and TJ. Alright, let's loot and then fight. Sonic spotted over there. Meantime, we can see Timix and Vash going for their teammates as well. Let's see what else the circle has in store for us, because it has popped up. And as we can see, Yulin currently close to the center of the circle. Good position for Doc. Not so good position for Finderführer and Omega, who dropped out last. Same applies to Los Polos Hermanos, Nomad, and the lineup from Joel. They are also not in the circle. More shots fired by both sides. Dre's currently on the roof. Checking out if he can spot one of his opponents. Chemix with a Panzer in hand. Used that one. Quite sure where he shot. Another Panzer there. Let's see where that is going. Not even close, bro. Not even close. Where's that? Seen TJ now? Onyx also. Got TJ Walden still on the roof. And this is one of the examples where I always say, if you see one of those gas cans in your building, take it. Yes, knocked by Timix now. Will be back up on his feet in a few seconds, though. Nothing major happening. They might not apply for killed by a pan in a few seconds, because Lydia's quite close to Little Cheese. I'll hop over here, because it looks like... trying to drive into the direction of killed by a pan. But they are quite unsure what to do now. Join the teammates or shoot on the opponent. Shoot the opponent. Langerfinger has been knocked. Sonic's trying to go for the rest. Might take a while though. Golden has been tagged as well though. But yeah, meeting up with the teammates. Firstly healing. I think that the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos decided to go for a different approach. No bigger fights there. Aside from that, looks like nothing major will happen. We're turning back our focus on the fight between the Lost Boys and Gahok over here. They would love to go for the blue chip of Grunland. Aside from that, yeah. Looks like this fight might have concluded-ish. I was currently thinking of dropping down and going for the chip, maybe it seems. Looks like that child on the meta board thing. I'm afraid to jump. I don't want to jump, mummy. Bro, you pushed me down. Wait. Gosh, on top of the building. How did he get up there? Maybe through here? Or through here? This should have worked. It's interesting. Knew that yet? Most likely up here. From here over there. Here. Up here, and from there up here. That would have been my guess. Hannah now with a kill against Playbox. That happened most likely over here-ish. There we go. That's Playbox body. Rest in peace. Or in pieces, because he's a Playbox. Playboxes should include more than one piece. Otherwise, that toy would just be a brick. One brick, yeah. So not more than one brick, because otherwise it would be, yeah, just one part. Be more than one part though. Philosophical questions, I might add. And it looks like the lineup from the Lost Boys decides, alright, we don't really want that fight anymore. It's taken too long. Question is, will they find a car? As well, there's one over there in the blue already. Side is that on the bus most likely over here. Already though. That means your Hawk might be able to go for the rest, but they decide against that. Because they don't know that their opponents already have left the building. They decide to go for the approach of retaliation in a later stage of the event. It's coming in against Wolfgroup. Nice hits there. Kill against Atlas is confirmed. Wolf going down again. Well, and Delayla is now the last remaining survivor for Wolfwalken. Running into the direction of Alien Nation. Good thing that Junk and his teammates are watching the wrong direction. Ondist did watch the right direction for a few seconds. Now he does again. Delayla spotted. Oh, nice tag there. Oh, another one. Now it's Puppytron with the kill for Alienation. That means we're down to 14 teams. First team to be eliminated is InviSan. 54 players still alive. That means we lost 4 already. 3 players for InviSan, as well as 1 player for Komplettligaen. Ronan is back though, so they're back with all 4. That means we lost someone else. Only if we started with 58 players. Should have if I'm... Oh yeah, Playbox was eliminated. Completely forgot about him. Circle shifted again, quite central-ish. Well, with a slight touch to the northeast. Take a touch to the north, a slight touch. Well, it's good touch to the northeast. Central northeastern approach. Maybe. I don't know. Meanwhile, Nomad might get some unwanted attention and unwanted friends over here. Plays from Doc. Because both eliminated, Yana finds Doc and goes down. That Molly was perfect against Chippy. Nomad still eliminated. Bob Matzius. Chippy. That means we're down to 13 teams. Well, the lineup of Los Polos Hermanos has found new friends in form of We Blame Lack. This boy's quite close to that situation. He's running back into the direction of Kian Zurt, saying, alright, let's get out of here. Gonna blow. Trouble for Los Polos Hermanos. One of the buses is almost destroyed. Well, it was far-fetched, but half destroyed. So now with a knock against Wilden. Alex with a knock against Gold of Wally. That's a fight between the Lost Boys and We Blame Lack. Over here. Unfortunately though, Ghost of Valley is quite far apart from his teammates. And open for the lineup from Alien Nation, who are quite unaware that he's there. They're not high enough though to even be remotely accessible. Circle shifts this time with an eastern shift. Good position for Pomfrey. Trying his best to get another knock in against the Lost Boys. Timix though will die. That kill will be awarded to him. A little beacon net spotted there. Oh, another nice attack. Able to heal off though. Just re-energies in the fight against Los Polos Hermanos, and they do have the BRDM. Lobo saying, oh, I have to reload, bro. Don't come close. I have to reload. John just running over. Oh, little cheese. Lobo saying, alright. Gets eliminated. John eliminating Los Polos Hermanos. Theoretically. Non-Life knew he got out of the BRDM. Just get into the BRDM and hunt them with the BRDM. Would have been way more fun. Or at least you would have taken the BRDM from them. Let's see. Not a good position currently for the lineup from the North Navigators. Quite close to the lineup from Omega as well as Finefira. Benny with the knock against Hannah. Yeah. Space Shock and Sissy. Watch out now. Orden and Swagman have to push forwards. They want to get into the next circle. Or aware that Alien Nation is below him. Space Shark eliminated by Swagman. Orden has to heal. Heal by Pan has found Isha's Guerrillium. And their BRDM, which is yeah, not in the best condition. Orden now back against Syria. And there's only one man left standing for the North Navigators. Killed by Pan in trouble because Rolit was found by Stefento. Obstacle with the knock against Siratrin. Doyle facing off against Gilhawk. And then trying to crawl away from that nade. The plays now the last man over here on the ridge, able to take pressure on the Hawk. He's not quite sure where the opponent is. Sonic says, alright, I'm gonna smoke you, bro. Confirmed. Gator with the knock against Ghost of Valley. The play is now retreating thing. Alright. I want to overstay my welcome over here. Looks like a Hawk might be able to play with 3 players. Meanwhile, there's a huge chunk of players over here. Killed by Pan, Pumphrey, We Blame Lack, Alien Nation, and Doc, as well as over here, Inifira and Omega. And one man standing for the North Navigators. We Blame Lack eliminated. Matzi and Popsicle have found their match in Benny and Elsief. Lydia. Get a knock and flush in against Zero. Moss with the knock against Swagman. Like you can see on the map, this is a place for the entry, or this is a fight for the entry into the circle. Not for a spot in the circle. Apparently there's only one player in the circle, which is this is for the North Navigators. Everybody else is fighting for that entry. door. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. So over here with the Panther in hand. Gets the knock against Lydia. Not able to get the flush in though. Jeff killed from behind because he thought he got the knock against Gator. And in the end, it's killed by Pan, who are alive. Pomfrey eliminated on rank 10. Junkamai pushing up. Sees Gator. Gets some shots in, but not the knock. Bro, use the nade. Yeah, not good enough. Look over here, opening up. Saying, alright, let's do a big open. Meanwhile, Sonics with the knock against Don't Blame. Benny with the knock against Mr. Slick. Still also down to 2 players currently. Defender not sure what to do. Should he stay? Should he go? Should try to go for the race or not? Because there's still 2 more players coming in from behind with the Ishas, Guerrilla, and OGs. Little Bigonet and John. Oh, and that nade from Sonics is enough to get the knock in against Don't Blame. Second nade coming in. Third nade coming in. They're going down even deeper. And that last nade is able to get the flush in. Sonics with the kills against Defento and Don't Blame. Or at least he confirms. Let's see who has the most kills. Benny so far with 3. This is still alive. Doc in trouble over there. Against the lineup of Finifira. Look as well. Norden has been knocked out. Tribute going for the race on Leopard. Benny and Matthews moving up. Not quite sure who the last player for Omega is. There he is. Oh, Swagman died to the blue. Ah, he was still in here. That's why. This is still alive. Thanks to Alien Nation eliminating Mathias. Benny fighting against Lepern. Still has 4 nades, but that nade is not good enough because he wasn't able to throw it. Oh. Airdrop for Finifira. Fortunately though for him, Alien Nation has a good overview. Theoretically from up there, if they could use it. Fortunately for them, Rock has something against that. This is, like I said, still alive over here for the North Navigators. Killed by Pan. 8 kills so far. The Hawk as well. Alien Nation was only 1. This was 1 as well. You can feel that with 4 kills so far. They might be able to be a thorn in the side of Killed by Pan, or they get the sword in the side of Brakara. Alien Nation with the elimination of Unifura on rank 5. That means we're down to 4 teams. 1 player left for the North Navigators, 2 each. 2 for the players from Alien Nation, 3 each for Gohok and Killed by Pan. I'm still unsure what was in. Oh, Peanut Bro. Taking the level 3 gear, leaving the P90. That's an offense. That's a huge offense. Killed by Pan so far with the best position, considering they do have the high ground over here. Lydia spotted though. Oh, with some more shots. But the fight will most likely be decided by Alien Nation and Killed by Pan. Considering that Stilsis is still behind Killed by Pan, most likely will be the win for Killed by Pan. Still behind Alien Nation. Sonic's going down. groundment knocked from the other side. That just leaves Dreas. Last man standing for Gehok. He has no clue what to do. 1 HP remained, and that's it. GG, well played. Gehok eliminated on ring 4. That means we have Stasis. Sole survivor for the North Navigators. Rolling forwards over here. There's Alien Nation and killed by Pan. Brakara going for the race on Junk. Meanwhile, Lydia is open up that angle. Pincers will pins. See if they're willing to push for it. Brakara spotted. Again, not able to go for the knock though. Good thing for Alienation so far is that this is not doing anything. Otherwise, this would have been over earlier. Saying, alright, I want to go for first place. At least second place. This is with the knock against Darts. And that's it. GG, well played. Gator with the kill. Killed by Pan. With the winner chicken dinner and the most kills as well as most damage. 13 kills, 2,372 damage. But 7 assists from Gehok. And with that, we'll hop over for a quick break before we return with match number 4 on Tego. And we have the first team with a triple digit. Got now with 101 points. Second place for Killed by Pen with 85. Then with 78 for Los Polos Hermanos, dropping down to third place. Doc with 69, being right on 4 behind Los Polos Hermanos and in front of the Lost Boys with 61 points. 1 point in front of We Blame Lag with 60, 57 points for Bjoil and 52 points for Alien Nation. In the second half of the leaderboard, we can find Pomfrey with 46 points on rank 9. 40 points for Nomad, 33 for Omega, 30 for Finfira, 28 for the Northern Navigators, 19 for Ishafskarin, and last but not least, Uwe Flocken with 15 points. And with that, we'll hop into the next match. Obviously, after we are done with Rondo, we will find ourselves on the next map in the PUBG Cosmos. Tego. As you can see, Tego waits. I'm not quite sure what this sign says, but I guess it's something about beautiful culture and maybe rice. I don't know. Let's move further. As you can see, the timer has started. That means we are in match number 4 of day number 2 or round 2, considering the match badge. Here we have one of the flappy willies. Driving further into the mainland of Tego. Searching for a spot for the teams to drop to. They will most likely find one. There are spots everywhere. Obviously, as you all know, this is most likely not the first cast you have listened to. Most likely not the first PUBG match you have seen. If so, welcome! If you're a newbie and have questions, please feel free to write into the chat. I'm always happy to help and advise, at least to my abilities, which is not always perfect, but I'll try. Let's hop in. Match number 4 awaits. And as you can see, our playing path, well, is not really fond of the northern parts of the map. Considering that, well, we're in the bottom third of the map with that plane pass. Furthest you might get from that plane is Hamus. Hamusan might be a bit of a stretch. Over 1.5 kilometer terminal is easy to reach. I mean, Hamusa is able to, you are able to reach Hamusa if you grab a car, obviously. Terminal and the market close to it are easy as well. That without a car, though. Then, obviously, we have a lot of other spots for the teams to drop to and loot. Nonetheless, most of the teams have their preferred drop spots and will try to reach them. Let's see. First to drop out were the Lost Boys. Following them, we had Bjoil and Gohok as well as the lineup of Uwe Flocken. Next up, the North Navigators, the lineup on Pomfrey and Nomad. And they are in a good position for the circle because it shifts all the way to the western part of the map. So the teams which dropped out first and did not fly too far or did not stray too far from the flight path are in a good position for this map. Nonetheless, there's still movement on the map. As you can see, Finofura already going for the other side of the bridge. So most likely they will try to loot Zhongxiong or even Palace if they are able to. Therefore, have most likely the most traveled way behind them once the circle hits or the blue connects. And over here we have Alien Nation and the lineup from We Blame Lag. Terminal plate by or terminal split played by the lineup from Killed by Pan, are currently second place team. Next to them, we have Ishasgiri Noji's Kangnoing plate or Kangnoing split played by Los Polos Hermanos. Or Young played by Omega. and Books and Saar are played by Dog. And so far, it's not looking like we have any clashes in the near future. That means we can draw a bit. I would like to draw a bit, so we'll draw a bit and show. I'll try to show you which teams most likely will get into the position or into the circle where. So, for our friends from Killed by Pan, they most likely will take a direct approach. This most likely will be their entry. I mean, this is quite easy. The lineup from Joy will just drive in here and maybe position themselves around the bridge here. Maybe try to go to this position. Same could apply for Gehok. They also most likely will try to either play this position or go further and play the bridge. On the other side, we can also see the lineup from Pomfrey going for this compound maybe, or playing over here. Let's remove this a bit. The lineup from Alienation most likely will just use a straight approach, maybe play this compound or these compounds over here. Same might apply for We Blame Lag, depending on if they will stay there or not. We can also see that the lineup from Ulverflocken decided to regroup here. A Doc most likely will try to use a quite straight approach, maybe going over here. Omega most likely will try to drive. I can't draw there. Drive these roads here. Most likely connecting here. I'm currently drawing down this road there. Unfortunately, I can't really draw where I wanted to draw. And I'm not too sure about Los Polos Hermanos. If they don't get him an emergency pickup, they most likely might try to follow this road, or even try to use the road over the other island. Might be up for them. Right, so far, nothing else happened. I didn't expect much from this circle, though, because as you can see, most of the teams are in a good-ish position. With Nomad over here, Killed by Pan, most likely are aware that this compound might be taken. Popsicle over here for We Blame Lag, quite close though to the lineup from Killed by Pan. Shots confirmed. Popsicle unfortunately not able to get a knock-in against Killed by Pan. Over here, though, Junk has to retreat. As well, Killed by Pan has decided to go for the same compound he was at. Fortunately, he's not the fastest. No shots coming out, but he still stays alive, though. Good thing for him. Retreating and regrouping with his teammates. Alright, let's see what we can see. Omega using the approach I almost envisioned for them. Same apply, well, almost similar applies to Los Polos Hermanos, going for a quite straight approach-ish. Doc trying to play Hosam Prison, or at least using Hosam Prison to get deeper into the circle, maybe trying to use this compound over here on the map, which is also getting scouted by Stasis, it seems. And if he's unlucky, he might be eliminated by Doc there. Red zone close to the Lost Boys and Pomfrey. This is spotted already. Well, gets the first knock against Martius, but is knocked out by Benny and flushed by Shippy. Therefore, Doc with the first kill of the match. And the first victim is this. Like I said, it was quite... I was quite sure that that might happen. They Shark seeing Doc though, starting to maybe try to pop the tires, is not able to do so though. And that means the North Navigators will not be able to play with 4 players, at least for the moment. Might be able to go for the blue chip here. Why is there a red pixel on the bottom of the... Quite sure what skin that is, but it's looking good. I like it. I mean, I don't like the yellow-black warning construction signy thing there. The rest of the skin did not look too bad. It looks like Craziest is going for the blue chip. I mean, if I was Doc, I would have predicted that and positioned myself over here in the dip. Here you can play this dip quite well, and then could just here and just could check out the position of the blue chip. Maybe could have gotten a second kill. Nonetheless, they did not do so. Well, over here, the North Navigators with some more shots in the direction of Los Polos Hermanos. Like the one who's been in trouble-ish. Really lost 1 HP, but his car took some hits. Not enough though to be concerned. I gotta correct myself, that was Scotcom, and Non-Life might be in more trouble than suggested. So turning back, Non-Life getting his car at least so that he can stay a bit safer. Meanwhile, he's able to get picked up by Skogtrum, and therefore Los Polos Hermanos will be able to play or continue playing with 4 players. Craziest going for the rest. That means this will be back in a bit. We will be back with 58 players, and that after 10.5 minutes is something that might not continue for longer, considering that Alien Nation is quite close here to the lineup of Doc. Listen, Papitron. Could hear the shots from the North Navigators. See them already as well. Ronan with the kill against John. That happened over here somewhere. John over here, gone there. Raver and Little Brigona with shots in the direction of Feindfeder. There's lots of things happening over here. Easter Play is currently looting, says, well, I got the good loot. I mean, he has found the links. Almost got run over by Inka Hofting, who's getting pushed aside by Feindfeder. Now a bit in trouble. Able to get away-ish, though. And unfortunately for Feindfeder, they did not pull the handbrake. I mean, that wasn't smart. The burn over here, swimming. It's alright, we did try the bridge camp thingy, but that might have backfired. So yeah, with the kill against Ontist. Up and over here. There's a lots of shots over here. The Cock also trying to get over the bridge. I mean, theoretically, if the Phanto would be a bit more aware, he would check the water. Could get some free kills. Is Gohok on the other side? And I mean, if Gohok would be aware, Mistress, I would check the water as well. The other hand over here, Inca has found... Oh my god. That's the first time I see the pedal boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 da 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 da. The first time I'm seeing this used, and maybe oh no, not succeed. Stefanto wasn't really aware. Let's get back down now. With another kill over here. Hawk moving. Oh, there they are. That's coming in by Fanfuda. Hawk already far away. Far, far away. And Bungie just waiting over here. Alright, I got you in my crosshairs, bro. Oh no. How to disable that tire. I gotta fall back. Well, it could have worked. Wait, we see 2 players. The other 2 are still over here. They're on the other side, but below the bridge, so this might be a quite safe approach over here for the lineup from the Hawk. Getting over the bridge is not an issue. This is currently looting in Hapo. Quite far away from his teammates, so that might not be an issue, theoretically. This might be an issue, though. Losing a tire. Getting knocked out. Bakara tries to go for the flush. It's eliminated, though, and therefore, Alienation out on rank 15. The first team to be fully eliminated. Really being able to go for that chip. While Little Big Gunnet, Gerhard and Rusty Razor eliminate Gator. And Dars will be eliminated as well. Most likely. And out that Dudley going for the rest for them as well. The only recall station, well, the next recall station he could get to is over here with the lineup from from the Lost Boys. I doubt that will happen. Finger with some nice shots against Yodatoon, and he gets knocked out. Kill confirmed as well. This means Finfield down 2-3 players. Meanwhile, Dreas is back on his feet. Good thing there are 2. So that's a big double tree here. For Langerfinger. There's also the glider who are they not which they are not able to blow up. Oh, and now from above, Langerfinger gets knocked by Stefento. Trying to get that kill in. But unsuccessful in doing so. Well, over here we have the fight between Los Polos Hermanos and Dog. Over here, this is... Seeing the Dolvo Flocken has arrived. That's the lineup. From Los Polos and Hermanos is only half aware that the lineup from Doc is just waiting below them. Hippie coming in from the side. Next knock against Non-Life. Cancels back on his feet. Spray coming in against Scope Trim. down now as well. That just leaves to Adrian and Kjansrud. Going with the knock against Benny. Marcia spotted as well. And that just leaves one, and he's going down as well. DOG eliminated. Los Polos Hermanos. Or in this case, Adrian taking them all out. Got the whole team. But this is the confirmation for Omega that they might be able to get a kill in. Still 2 nades left for Melon. Orden coming up as well. 1 nade for him. Just trying to get into the circle, it seems. Not trying to go for the push against Los Polos Hermanos. Might have been in vain, though, because, yeah. They already are back up with all 3 of them. Most kills so far with Tyrolit and Adrian. Most damage by Benny with 469. Tyrolit coming close with 463, though. Omega spotted. Not in with a knock against Skogtrum. That's not where I want to go. This is where I want to go. Melon trying to go for the rest, for the flush on Adrian. Bay Shark. And goes to well with knocks against their respective opponents. Lost Navigators fighting Blown Lack. Kjansrud. Shoots Melon down to 1 HP. Finds him now, and now it's the elimination. You have to be fast now, bro. Alright, decides to go for the rest on Adrian, not the rest on Skogtrum. I most likely would have done the same. Sitting outside in the blue, trying to heal. That hurts. Ew. Let's hop over to the North Navigators. Facing off against the lineup from We Blame Lack. And unfortunately, this is not looking good for the North Navigators. Sonic, though, with a knock against Popsicle. Although fighting a bit. There's a volley, not sure where to throw that nade. Lose on nade is perfect, though. Those on nades are perfect. Oh, goes so well, he goes down. Barely in the nick of time. Space Shark eliminated now. Gronlund has found the nades. He eliminated his own teammate, so this just leaves. This is his last man standing for the North Navigators. Meanwhile, we can see Easter Place saying, "Alright, I gotta build my. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole, diggy hole." Yes, he's making it himself a bit comfortable over here. Quite sure if his ancestors are from mining generation or not. Maybe we'll find out. Over here, Hellusjev quite close there to the lineup from Ulverflokken. Atlas knocked. Oof. Kind of spotted. Layla running into the direction of Stasis, who's not quite sure he wants to show himself. That's Nate's right beside him. He's lucky Easter Place might find Layla before he does. Okay, with a knock against Dress. Attack against Isildur. Oh, Stasis found the Layla, but the Layla was just stronger. Ulverflokken eliminates the North Navigators on rank 10. Unfortunately, though, those shots were enough to make Joel aware. Oh, that nade wasn't good. Don't blame him. here. Killfire Pan has been eliminated. Tyranit. The Fox says, well, if there are knocks, why not confirm them? And seeing a lot of teams are still outside the circle. Layla has to move. Hawk has to move. We Blemlack has to move. Lost Boys have to move. And Nomad. The only 3 teams in the circle so far, and the team most center-ish is Bjoil. Just Defender over here. Then we have Los Polos Hermanos left with 2. Kianthrud and Adrian. And over here still Pomfrey. With all 4 players still left alive. Don't blame saying, alright, I'm gonna dig a hole as well. We are the hole diggers. Not quite sure if this translates to Bjoil. Norwegian. Well, hey, it would be fitting. Oh, nice knock. Kana written up against Reyes. Ronland knock pops it out, but after main member of We Blame Lack. Able to go for the flush, but Langefinger eliminates him. That means We Blame Lack eliminated on rank 8. The first team in the placement points. They have to move fast. Yes, will be going down directly. No chance. That took too much time. Could have put him into the car and then make a run for it. That might have worked. Fento over here prone. Meanwhile, Adrian with the knock against Playbox, who got the knock in against Kianthrud. That means Nomad left with 2 players, Laban and Patronus. Playbox is eliminated by Pomfrey. Patronus knocked as well, and that just leaves Laban. Trading here. Adrian taking the kill against Patronus. Oh, Playbox was finished by Pomfrey. Laban moving forward. Sees Adrian sprays and gets a nice hit in. Getting some assists from the top hill there. Adrian going down. Trying to go for the flush and is able to. Helisiev gets it. In the meantime, the Hawk has been eliminated. Wilden has found the kill against Langefinger. The Lost Boys successful. The Layla somehow still alive over here. Made it all the way to the other side. Pomfrey so far, the team. The most members left. 4 players, 4 kills. And way more interesting. Oh, the Lost Boys also left with 4 players. Laban eliminated. Los Polos Hermanos so far with 7 kills. Lost Boys with 2. Now we have Joel with 4 kills as well. Last but not least, the Leila for Overflocken with 1 kill. Five teams, 13 players still alive, and a knock coming in from Wilden. The place roughly knows where Wilden is at. That nade is not too bad. Don't blame not going for the race. Player says, alright, I'm going to do it. Running back says, alright, I need some more utility. Overflocken eliminated. The Layla spotted. Oh no, the Layla was pushing forwards against Pomfrey. Ganswood spotted as well by Isildur. This is not looking too bad for Pomfrey. I was waiting for a good match for them. So far, they are yet to have their first win. The Lost Boys can say the same. Joel have 1 win so far. So they are the only team so far with a chicken dinner in this lobby. Or with a chicken in the left in the last 3 teams. Fortunately, I don't think that will happen again. Considering that Garbo knocked a don't blame. I have to move forward. The best position for them would be this crater over here. But I doubt that they can reach that. Not with Garbo in the route over here. So they might have lost their vision so far. Oh, they still have a car. Or not. Or not in this case. Not a good nade, not a bad nade. Okay, did not seize the place. So the position of Joel changed to a better one. Gavler not by the place. Defento trying to go for the flush, not able to do so for now. And Timix takes that kill home. For the Lost Boys. 3 kills for them. 8 kills for Pomfrey. 4 kills for Joel. Considering that Joel lost half their force. Numbers advantage for the Lost Boys. When it comes to kills, the advantage is on the count for Pomfrey. Oh, beautiful hatch. Beautiful shot by Elsiev. Was that not against Varsh? And now they're pushing forwards. This might be in favor. In favor of Joel. They're coming in, trying to get an angle position. Wilden knocked and flushed by Elsiev. He's a little spotted. Oh, going for the flushes as well. This is not good for the Lost Boys. Semi-eliminated. And suddenly it's a 2 against 1 against 3. Easter plays now the last man standing against the Rue, Isildur and Hellsjaf. This could be the first winner chicken dinner for Pomfrey. It's the first knock, but is eliminated by Hellsjaf. Winner chicken dinner Pomfrey in match number 4 of day 2. 13 kills for them, within 1,930 damage, as well as 9 assists. And that means we're done with match number 4. We'll hop over for a quick break before we return with match number 5. Our first match on the most beautiful map of the PUBG Cosmos, Erangel. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. Not that much more points for Gohok. Only 108 now. But they are still the only team with triple digit and the only team in the lead. 91 points though now for Killed by Pan. So they're getting closer. But closer does not initially mean that they're getting so much closer that Gohok has to be aware of them. But still, just watch out. Los Polos Hermanos on rank 3 with 89 points. Then obviously we have Doc with 71 points on rank number 4. 69 points for Pomfrey. Then 69 points as well for the Lost Boys. Bjoil with 68. And we have 67 points for We Blame Lag. So it's getting closer and closer in the midfield. 53 or in the lower part of the upper half. I don't know how to conclude that. Then we have 53 points for Alienation, 42 points for Nomad, 34 points for Omega, 31 points for Finafida, 29 for the North Navigators, 20 for Ishas Guerrillian, and 19 for Ulvuflocken. And with that, we'll hop over into match number 5. We are back on the beautiful Erangel where it all started and where all matches mostly conclude. Except for the PUBG Pro scrims. At least half of the week. And here we are. Ghost Town. Close to Yasnaya Polyana. From a police station there. Obviously, this. The little lake. There was a boat jumping into the water. Obviously, we're live with match number 5. And our playing path starts close to Saverny and will end on the Sosnovka Island. And all of you who have listened to my cast before know that I always say drop Sosnovka. It's easier to get off the island than on the island. Considering that we have more ways to get on the island now, this is still kind of true-ish. But yeah. You don't need to. First to drop out, Alpine Fire, followed by Omega. Then we have We Blame Lack as well as Ulvuflocken. The lineup from Bjoil and Los Polos Hermanos. Doc playing Rojok. Close to them, we have the North Navigators and Alienation. Killed by Pan, dropping out as well as Gohok. Then Nomad. Pomfrey are winners from the last match, and last but not least, Ishas Guerrillian and the players from the Lost Boys. Most Navigators deciding to not challenge Alienation. Might be a wise choice. Good thing though that Junk is not even remotely close to fast enough to get a knock-in. This is all the way over here driving. Craziest. Getting picked up. Which is good because Sonics is here. A small drift session for the player from Gohok. Not able to get a kill, unfortunately. Bayshark and Thuria. They're going for Pochinki. I'm not quite sure this is wise, because Gohok is already there and looting. I mean, he most likely might be our first player to be eliminated in this case. Oh, and Poppytron over here. Well, I might be mistaken. Poppytron has seen Space Shark. Gets a knock-in, and that's it. Space Shark eliminated. First this time. We're getting some help from his teammates over here in the church of Pochinki. But that might be our second fight against Gohok there. Oh, I'm mistaken. Over here. Oh no. Someone just destroyed something. I'm not quite sure what Mr. Slick is shooting at. Oh well. destroying stuff. Just for the loot. So let's see. We have a quite central circle, and that means good positions for dock and for alienation. Depending on the shift, though. Might also be good for Gehok and North Navigators. The Lost Boys most likely will take the ferry pier bridge, so the left bridge of the island. And, oops, that's what I wanted to do, thank you. And then most likely we'll drive into here somewhere. Gotta get my drawing tool back here. So most likely we'll take approach around this way. I cannot draw again, which sucks because my mouse is not where the dot is. You can see the dot, you can see my mouse. So when my mouse is on Milter, the dot is below school. When my mouse is in the right bottom where it says recall flights remaining, my mouse is at Milter, or the sign is at Milter. So yeah, this is weird shit. I'm not quite sure what's causing this. Most likely, oh, we want to go back here. North Navigators might be in trouble, or Ghana might be in trouble. I'm not quite sure which yet. But looks like the North Navigators decide to maybe drop this fight. Interesting. I haven't seen this in a while. Jan says, alright, I'm not really willing to take a fight against full team. Good thing that the North Navigators decide, well, we don't want to fight as well, so let's leave. That means Jana can stay here. Tirolit was the first to get an airdrop and found a farmers. For his team. Obstacle over here in the G core. Yeah, this most likely might be the entries for the teams. You can see that Greenfielder most likely will use the road through for Yesnaya Poyana, and we might have a hot drop as well over here. Yesnaya versus Yesnaya Ulflocken versus We Blame Lag. Question is, will we have a fight in the near future? I doubt it. This might still take a while. Currently, Omega, the safest team in the circle, because no one will go Saverni. No one at all. But they don't want to stay there, it seems. Gosh, don't do it. 3 players, 1 car. This is not the optimum. Especially if you're only 3. I mean, they should have heard of the red zone. I think it hasn't engaged yet. Let's see where they want to go. Oh, no, we have a fight. We have a fight. Or well, we had a kill over here. It eliminated. Killed by a pan versus Alien Nation. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not what he saw would happen. Papitron knocking his own teammate. And saying, bro, what's wrong with you? And from above, it's Gehok saying, hello, we want to kill. But yeah, not quite sure where to shoot. Deciding against shooting opponents. Meanwhile, Papitron found by Drumty, another castaholic. Papitron eliminated. That just leaves Ontis over here. And Prakara, who's not even close. Just, alright, just on the way. I mean, alright. He's not even sure if he's on the way or not. Polos Hermanos behind him in the yellows. Former yellows, now blues. He has a bicycle. Montez within knock against Lydia. Getting some revenge in. Cara with the knock against Trumpty, who's not able to knock down Montez, but from above, Langefinger and Gronland to the dirty deed. Cara spotted now by the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos. Both getting some shots in. Dallas is now the last man standing for killed by Pan as well. Cara moving in with the bike. Not able to go for the rest on Montist. Most likely at least able to go for the flush. And killed by Pants players. Trumpty will not survive this as well. I'm not quite sure. What's Sonic see Trumpty? Yeah, just barely. Just barely. Bracara getting the kill. So kill number 4 for Alien Nation. Which is not helping though. Circle shifted to the western part of the map. Like I said, good position now for the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos. As well as killed by Pan and Alien Nation. Rock and Nomad. Most Navigators Wilden as one of the players from Lost Boys who already made it to the south of Circle. I'm not quite sure how, because the rest of his team is in the north. I mean, hey, alright, can do that. Did retreat. I'm not quite sure what Ishasgarian is trying to do. Maybe trying to get into the... Guys, where did you learn to drive? Did you maybe watch Paints? I would advise against that. Driving school Paints is always a good choice. Now with the knock against Dress. Dress is eliminated by the Northern Navigators. They're still deciding to get the car to safety, even though there's a tire missing and the car is almost broken. And over here we have Nomad and the lineup from Omega, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Oh, Isildur flying through the air. Yes, I'm not landing. Humphrey over here close to Los Polos Hermanos. Not taking a chance. And suddenly it's Ishas Guerrillian versus Killed by Pan versus Alien Nation over here. They're not quite sure if they should go for it. All stacked from above. Gets the knock against Carhartt. Carhartt. Killed by Pan eliminated. Last kill going on the count for Rusty Raider. Bracara still over here though. That's in the direction of St. Frida. Well, over here we have shots in the direction of Ulveflokken. Someone tried to land the boat over here. I'm not quite sure if there was Ulveflokken. If so, nice try. Didn't really work. Atlas died over here. We're going on the count for the Lost Boys. Delilah trying to go for the race on Wolfderp. Might succeed though. If Jana has no blue zone 8. And it looks like that is the case. Zone 8 might have been the only way to get that kill. Over here, we have an airdrop close to dock with a P90 hybrid scope, military vest, helmet, and backpack level 3. This time not the new and Knife's improved tactical back with level 3 heal. Lopern eliminated. Stefento getting that kill. Inca killing himself though with a molly in hand. Now, that might have worked out better if he would not have thrown that. Meanwhile, Finfira in trouble, losing a tribute Moss. They're going on the count for Norden, my fellow caster colleague. And Flick, the last two remaining players for Finfira. Starting to play this different. Melon knows roughly where they are, or is at least quite sure-ish where they are, or not. Pull back now. Jana has found an airdrop with a B90 and the new and improved level 3 backpack. To reload that P90 though. Only 174 shots. I'm not quite sure that's all there was. Wilden in trouble. Needs to meet up with his teammates and might meet his demise in this case. He lost 2 of his 4 tires and is just driving into the direction of Omega and Finfera. Bro, you will not stay alive here. Flipping the car. And that should be it. Let's destroy the car, guys. Playbox with the knocker for Nomad. An 8 by Omega. A bit too late because Playbox confirms his kill. And therefore we are down to 43 players. 14 teams. Changing that, there are a few players coming back with Kerhard, Inca, and Atlas. Not sure where Atlas wants to go. Oh. Right, back to his teammates and back to his buddy, most likely. And now Brakara is in trouble. Still perched in this little corner over here. Alicia's Garidian is back with all 4 players. Batman with the kill against Mr. Slick. And then Sonax and Langefinger would have loved to get Dreas back. Didn't have the chance. Up in the direction of Popsicle, who's not getting hit even a bit by John. Gets knocked out by Benny though. Drive-by confirmed. We blame lag, not blame lag this time, but blaming drive-bys. Most likely. Or Popsicle blaming his teammates for not being there with him. We don't know. We might hear in the break. Or in the chat later on. Wolfert now with the kill against Matzi. That happened over here. Quite sure what Hannah's shooting at. It's not the later. Fast trying to go for the rest. Wolf with the knock against Ghost of Valley. It's not looking too bad for Overwalken. Confirmed. Adjust these Hannah to Fant for we blame lack. I've spotted. Nope, she did a bit too late. Wolfdorp with the elimination, and that means we blame lack eliminated on ring 13. But the next team is just there. The lineup from the Lost Boys. Alright, let's fight against Overflocken. That blue zonate is way too short. Not doing anything. There's the knock against Malone. Rusty has found Brocara. Is able to eliminate him, but will die to the blue though. Phase 4. Teammates not. Oh well, Ulpiganet might be going for it. Nope. That was a short-lived happiness, I guess. Rusty dying to the blue. Brocara would have loved to get the kill. Delayla dying to the blue as well. Wolf going for the rest. Atlas will be back on his feet in a few seconds. Over here we have the Lost Boys. On the hill over here we have Doc with Matthias, Chippy, Benny, and Trine Knudsen. So far there are only 3 teams which are in the circle. Omega and Pomfrey, as well as Los Polos Hermanos. Right, man, nice shots, but the room has seen him. Lead in hand. I will confirm the kill. And it is Daru with the kills. Pomfrey eliminating Omega. And now from the side, though, it's the lineup from Nomad coming in. I'm not really willing to push further. Marwan going knock against Isildur. With a knock against Atlas. Another innate coming out. That's way too short. And we have fights all over. They're all versus the North Navigators. Doc annihilate Ulflocken. The play is barely not seeing Craziest. I spotted him now. Good thing Inca has seen him first. They're over here. Also over Doc. It takes this side for themselves. Still over here with no map and complete. And I'm down to 58 bullets reload. That won't change anything though. See, that's knocked. Yes. Now in the game for Nomad, if I'm not mistaken, he did not play the first 3 games. It was Larvan and Patronus playing. Patronus and now exchange for Crisp. Coming out. And this is a fight for the entry in the north. Nice knock by Crisp against Zeru. Feel though. Dana sees the next one. Gets the knock against Gavor, who first gets a knock against Crisp. So 1-1 trait. Or with smoke in hand. To heal as well. Or if he's able to Nice tags. They're coming in. And still have an 8. That's Chris. Still have an 8. No, he has no nades whatsoever. No utility whatsoever. Oh, and gets spotted by Isildur. And carrying him to the safety of the next circle. Promised safety of the next circle. Isildur already in the circle. Here. Rock losing a player, and Ishas Green losing all of them. To Gohog though. So Renek right. Defento eliminating Syria Gaming, and therefore the North Navigators are out. We are left with 6 teams. Los Hermanos quite close over here to Gohog. If they have utility. 1 nade left for Kiansrud and 1 molly for Skoptrim. As well as 3 blue zone nades. That might be helpful against Gohog there. Let's see the most kills. Wolfderp with 4. Benny as Defento with each 3. Wolfderp though with 659 damage. So far damage leader. On life 497 is Defender 487 as well as Government with 484 and Benny with 481. Don't blame running over Easter Place. That should not happen to your own teammate. I mean, you can do it, but it's not a good picture. Keep going down to the blue. Rune, the last man standing for Doc. Pushing forward, sees non-life. As he's Gohog and goes down to Grönland. I did confuse myself. Obviously over here for Los Hermanos. The back we can see a rotation from Bjoil. At least 3 of the players. I'm not quite sure why they left Defender over here. Oh well. He might get his chance to take down the lineup from Gohog. Isildur, meanwhile, has taken another chunk of life out of Crisp. Almost died as well, though. And takes out Yana as well. Pomfrey, eliminate Nomad. We're down to our last 4 teams. Well, 3 teams and 1 player to be precise, because Pomfrey only has Isildur. 4 players left, 4 Bjoil and 4 Los Polos Hermanos, as well as 3 players for Gohog. Sonics, he might die. He will die. Defendo just do it, and he does it, and he claims that kill. Pomfrey eliminated as well, though. That kill's going on the count to Easter Place. Just looking good for Bjoil. 6 kills so far to their name for Defento. Just looking utility-wise, 2 nades for them. Defender 1 and 1 molly. That nade has already been thrown. Inca with a knock against Skoptrim. So far, still the best position for Los Polos Hermanos, because they could play, theoretically, the buildings, the yellows. But decide to play a bit more offensive. Finger with the knock against Defento. Easter Place has spotted Kiansrud, who's flashed again. Another knock against Adrian. This is not looking too bad for the lineup from Bjoil. 2 players have been knocked. Skoptrim decides to go for the fight, rather for the race. Non-life now is the last man standing. Might have seen Inca there. Theoretically. At least you might hear the others. Tries to go for the push, and Numlife is eliminated. Joel now with 10 kills already. The other side, we have Gohok with 2 players left and 5 kills. Grondent and Langefinger. Can they make the seemingly impossible possible? And can they win a chicken dinner against the lineup from Joel? Or will Joel get their second chicken dinner? Would be the 4th chicken dinner for Gohok. Second, like I said, for Joel. As we can see, Joel has currently the better position in the circle. Considering that this over here might be the circle center. Joel is way closer. Langefinger still has a car over here. Quite sure why he's taking it. Trying to get the high ground, climb over the UAZ on the roof. Try to find out where your opponents are. Don't play, can't see him. Shit. Inca can't see anything. Because he's sitting in smoke. Not doing though. He's the place also not seeing anything. Yes, 2 wooden barrels right in front of him. That means Gohok currently at the moment with more awareness. Shots from Don't Blame. He now knows they're on the roof. That would be the moment for Inca. Move to the... oh no, there's a blue there. I would have said move to the other side of the building and protect the back, but he decided against that. Yes, that's... be bad. That's so far one of the players with the most kills. He has to move forwards. But the first one, Langefinger knows where he's at. Goes for the knock. Langefinger against Easter Place and Don't Blame. Don't Blame too far behind. In a good position, and that's the kill. Easter Place with the winner chicken dinner for Joel. They did play full time, and time paid off. 12 kills, 1,692 damage, as well as 7 assists. In the end, it's their chicken dinner to protect. And with that, we'll hop over for our last break of the evening before we return with match number 6. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 119 points now for Gohok. Second place taken over by Los Polos Hermanos with 97 points. 3 points less for Killed by Pan on rank 3. Then we have 90 points for Joel on rank 4 now. Rising up the ranks of 3 places from rank 7 to 4 now. 79 points for Pomfrey. Then we have 78 for Doc. 70 points for the Lost Boys and 67 for We Blame Lag. In the second half of the leaderboard, we have 57 points for the lineup from Alienation, 48 points for Nomad, 37 for Omega, 32 for Feinfahrer, then 31 points for the North Navigators. Ulfaloflocken. Jesus Christ, I'm currently having real trouble with that name. Ulfaloflocken going up to rank number 14 with 25 points now. 2 points less for Ishav's Gradient and 15. And if you have seen it in the break, we currently have 1 chicken dinner per 1 team for this day. So no team has gotten 2 chicken dinners. Joel might be able to get the back-to-back. Second place when it comes to points today. Because we have 64 points for Kohok today. And 49 for Joel. So they have done almost half of their points from day 1. We'll hop over to match number 5 because we are match number 6 because we are ready. And as you can see, the plane is already a go, and that means the players are dropping in hot. And we're going to check out where they drop. Our plane pass starts in the upper right half and will go to Primorsk. So quite close to Severny, where we had Omega drop last time, and they will go there again. Next up, we have the lineup from We Blame Lack and Ulflocken dropping out the plane. Then Doc, Ishaskarinian, Joel, and Nomad, as well as Pomfrey. Next up, we have the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos and Gohok, as well as the North Navigators, Feinfurter, and the lineup from Killed by Pan and Alienation. And last but not least, going to Primorsk, we have the lineup from the Lost Boys. So as we can see, we have a slight hot drop-ish situation again in Yasnaya Polyana. There was nothing happening last time, so I doubt there will be any close encounter system as well, even though Ghost of Valley did land in the northern part of the road, so quite close to Ulverflocken. And obviously we still had one kind of close encounter over here with Halosiev, who was quite close to the lineup of Wingfeder with a Tribute and Lapern, who are going for the UZ, obviously. Circle shifted and is going for a quite similar approach to the last one. And a bit to the... well, it only changed to the west. No real north in touch, no real south in touch. It's quite central when it comes to the vertical. Horizontal, though, it shifted to the left and therefore to the west. And over here, we still have 2 teams, both in Yasnaya Polyana, not Yasnaya Polyana, in North George, obviously. Good morning. And South being played as well by Los Polos Hermanos. Most likely the first fight, if we see a fight, might be between Joel and Nomad, even though I'm not quite 100% sure. But that might be the case. You can see they're quite close to each other, but most likely there will be nothing happening. So, do they have a car over here? Nope. Sometimes there's a buggy spawn over here. They don't have a car. One in the garage. Nothing in the garage. There's nothing over here as well. So either they took the car first. Oh yeah, over here. Pizza Place has a UAZ already. Do we have any other cars? Not looking like it. Do Nomad have cars? Nothing I can see. There is a Dacia over here. Not looking like they stashed the car over here. So they need to go for that Dacia. Otherwise, the only car that was taken by Joel. First team to engage and advance into the, well, center-ish part of the battleground. It's the lineup of Doc. Complete, though. Because Space Shark is in there as well. Close to the chopsticks there in Little Gatka. When it comes to me, everything over here is kind of called Gatka. They're going for that position. So let's see if the North Navigators will be able to prohibit that. Space Shark versus the rest. I think for him, he has the M249 in hand. And that Doc decided against going there. It looked that way, but they decided to change course. Lost Boys in Primorsk need to move. They're not in the circle yet, but close. And has with some shots in the direction of Killed by Pan's Lydia. North Navigators in Gatka with Space Shark being on the outer post. Then we have Pomfrey joining in. Rune quite close here to Sonics. There's an airdrop coming down. Farmers. Level 3 gear. That will be taken by Andreas. And it did get a car. Trying to fall back Benny. There are fights, it seems, or shots at least in the direction of Pomfrey. Lydia, unaware of the arriving Pomfrey, is eliminated by Helasief and Gabor. Meanwhile, Space Shark finds the next two players of Killed by Pan. Trumpty and Dahl's lucky though. It's still on his way. Also not be able to get Lydia back. See, there's a lot of things happening. Pomfrey over here. On the other side, we have the North Navigators. Nice take by Theodorus. I'm not quite sure this position is the best for him. Likely was the chip. The question is, where can he get Lydia back? The answer is, well, maybe Quarry. Aside from that, next one would be Pachinki. He decides not. Oh, Gatka. Gatka might be the closest one. Question is, will he go for the race? It's not looking like it. Saying, all right, Lydia, you died, so it's your fault. To deal with that, we have to play with 3 players. They already went to bed. You can see that the lineup from Matt decided to drive against trees. Chris Pro. Oh, Yana, I'm not quite sure what you're doing there. That didn't look good. So far, most teams are in the center of the circle. Or have found a spot in the center of the circle. Something which is uncontested. Ulvflocken, Infura, as well as Omega still need to make it into the circle. Still need to find a spot in the circle. Looking like we have anything. Oh, nice headshot there by Craziest against Gavor. We looked right into that one, as well as he did. There's a only have a level helmet. Circle shifted quite central. The slight northwestern touch. Most everyone is in the old circle except for Feinfurter. They still need to make their way. Have now been taken by Ishas Goridian. The OGs in the match. Oh, nice tags against Space Shock. Unfortunately, not able to get the knock-in. Nice try by Gerhard. How much do you care? I care hard. Or in German, Gerhard. We have a name which is Gerhard. Ger for Germany and hard for hard. Oh, just we do have the name Gerhard though, but it's not Ger for Germany. But you could say Ger for Germany. That would be interesting and funny, kind of. But yeah, at the moment, not that much happening. I mean, we have a few fights on range. But so far, no real crashes, no real encounters. Omega completely alone in the northern part of the circle, except for Ulvflocken, who are still in Roshok. Can see some shots in the direction of Infira. I doubt that there will any knocks though. Car explosions. The tribute bill has more than enough health on the scar. Lapern might be a different story with his beautiful Porsche. And his teammates just found out that that compound is taken. This is not looking good for Lapern, losing a tire and losing his car and going to kaboomy. Kaboomy boom. Gawo with the kill through the car explosion. That's unfortunate. A beautiful car though. Nope. Maybe it has been found as well or spotted as well. Not driving so open unlike his teammate. Meanwhile, we can see Wolfder flipping and jumping. Some nice shots by Sonics in the direction. I mean, Wolfie is more flying than driving. I'm not quite sure if he maybe wanted to use the glider instead of a Dacia. But kind of looks like it. Look, here's he doing it again. Look, I'm doing it again and again and again. And, well, he stopped. I'm not quite sure this is a wise choice, considering there are opponents there. They can see your tires. That is currently the only car with 4 tires. So, I mean, it would have been wise to park it on the back of the building. Just a friendly reminder for next time. Even if it did not sound friendly, it was a friendly reminder. Please take everything I say as friendly advice. It's not being meant as mean or as I know it better. I don't. Most of you know I consider myself a bad gamer. Or at least a bad PUBG player. That's the reason I'm casting and not playing. Yeah. Oh, and this will be interesting. Lost Boys versus We Blame Lag versus Dog. Hannah goes down. Hilden goes down as well. Killed by Pan, eliminated. There's a beautiful fight over here. DJ knocked Goes off Valley with a molly. Nothing in his direction, goes down as well, and now it's only Matzi over here. M249 takes down Val. And he's still eliminated. Timix going for the races on TJ and Vash. But the next team already has arrived with Doc, Shippy, Benny, Matthias, and Trine Knuser. Have the chance to take out the lineup from the Lost Boys. That nade, though, won't hit anything. Way too far to the left. And also watching the wrong smoke. Perfect nade by Matthias. More nades, please. Wow. I would not have expected that to happen. Nate gets a knock-in again. You can see below the lineup from Alien Nation. And they spot Matthias on this Impopton go down. And suddenly this is Slaughter Hill over here. Lost Boys have been eliminated. Doc, though, yeah, well, they got 3 kills, but they paid for it with their lives. They might get 2 more, though. Or at least 1 more. Matthias eliminated by Brakara. We're trying to go for the races on at least Chippy and Bani. But Brakara goes on the race for Papitron. Moving forwards. And on the blue, it's phase 4. Should be healing. I'm not quite sure he should stay that offensive. Play more in defense, I guess. Considering that he was still healing. Papitron has seen them. Gets the knock against Benny. But gets knocked by Shippy. That's what I meant with staying too offensive. Oh, well done. Shippy gets the next one. And Prakara is eliminated by Trina. And therefore, we leave Alienation out for this day's top 5. Or top 4, I guess. They're eliminated on rank number 12. Circle shifted again, this time a bit to the south. Good position still for Gohok, for Ulveflocken, and for Bjoil. Gohok. Still 2 teams who could get the second chicken dinner of the day. Same goes for Pomfrey. They're also one of the teams who got their chicken dinner killed by Pan, eliminated already. And Alienation as well. Those were the other 2 teams who got their chicken dinner already. We got Nats. Spotted there. Yuritin. Omega close. Going for the fight against Ishas Guerrillian. Blackman in trouble. There's knock as well, and now it's just Nordman. Alright, I don't want to have anything to do with this fight. Slick tag there. I'm not really sure if they should join the fight. against Ishas Gurilian or should a fight against Finafura. Fire finds a new friend over here. A little big on it, almost running over there. Rusty coming in from behind. Finafura, yeah, kind of confused by a little Bigonet just driving through them. And that's it. Ishas Gurilian, 5 kills already. Alright. Let's use the advantage. Oh, beautiful headshot there against Little Bigonet by play box. Next team coming from above is Pomfrey. Saying, alright, we have nothing against 3 kills. Same can be said about Kera, though. Gets a knock against Isildur. Some more shots in against Zero. Knocked as well. Danosiev spots it, but he is faster. More nimble. And for the rest now. Don't have the farmers in hand. There's no nade left though. Rusty, also no nade. Just smoke into flash. That Pomfrey is back on their feet. Waiting from that position. Yana still alive in the blue. Or no, Matt? Not quite sure if she. Nope. The answer is no. Laban is still alive somehow. We can see the North Navigator is currently in the center of the circle. And over here we have a fight between Los Polos Hermanos and Joel. Polos Hermanos still waiting for their chance to win a chicken dinner. They're still far up the leaderboard. They don't have won their chicken dinner yet. Alistair Fento. Watching through the window over here. Now that's not where I want to go. We want to go to Stefento. I mean, the other fight might have been interesting as well. Flush confirmed. Stefento now the last man standing. Oh, and that molly did hurt. But himself. Defento committing, yeah, well, death by fire. There's no Los Polos Hermanos. You will not get that point. I mean, well, he whiffed it a bit. By sure way. I guess he hit that lamp over here. Would have been my suggestion. Yes, because I'm not sure. Oh, Flocken also with 4 players now in the last match. Sodium joined them. Nice of him to join for the last match, and he goes down against Windikinzer. Wolfie going for the race. Over here we still have Gahok. Jaskarin over there with Laban quite close to them. And Pomfrey in trouble. LSF, the last remaining player. On crawling forwards. Layla with a double nate against Benny and Shippy. Doc is eliminated by Ulveflocken. I mean, they did have the better position though. And they're in the building. Finger has to watch out though. Just Gurilian and Laban still have to make it to the circle. Circle is all the way over here for Laban. So over here. Los Polos Hermanos now in the fight against the Norse Navigators. It's not looking good for them. Kjantrup knocked already. A Shark pushing forwards, gets another knock in against Adrian, and now it's just Nom Life. Bro, you still have an 8 and a Molito. From behind, though, it's Isha's Guerrillian coming in, and the North Navigators are falling apart. Crazy since this is eliminated. Nom Life saying, alright, if you confuse yourself and decide to fight another team while you're still fighting me, I guess that's your fault. Doing everything he can from his teammates. That Molly is not even remotely close. You can see only 4 smokes remain for Thuria. Oh, and Nom Life takes him down. Finds the last man standing with Space Shark in, and North Navigators are eliminated on ring 7. From behind now against Isha's Guerrillian, we have the lineup from Guhok, and that might be the chance for Laban to get another kill for Nomad. I mean, the first kill for Nomad in this match. But still another kill. Forwards, Nom Life was spotted. Don't kill him, he can help you. Over here. Pomfrey. LCF as last man standing in trouble. John going down against Sonics. So much happening in the same time. There's with the knock against Gerhardt. Just leaves Rusty Razor, who is eliminated as well. And now Laban. Oh, has found a hit against Underfinger. Spots him and goes down. Top 4 remaining. 1 player for Los Polos Hermanos, which is Nom Life over here. Then we have 1 player left for Pomfrey, which is Helisief over here. 3 players left for Overflocken with Atlas, Sodium, and Dalila. And 4 players left. Oh no, 4 players left for... Huh? Oh. Yeah, Wolf. Wolfie over there. I didn't see him at the airdrop. Wolfie over there is still alive. And 4 players left as well for Gohok over here. Best position so far in the circle. Helisief. Wolfie might be the difference maker. Might be that is. Has at least spotted Dreas. Has spotted Langefinger as well. But he's not in the circle. Not in the circle, that is. Nom Life might get the knock against Sonics, and he does! Sonics eliminated. 1 man down for the lineup of Gohok. 8 against Helisief is not too bad. Does hurt a bit. Layla moving close to the edge of the circle. Still Overflocken could get their first chicken dinner. They only had 10 points on the first day. They already have 15 today, plus this match. Look against Langefinger. Oh, and Delayla takes down Dreas, and now it's just Gronland as last man standing. This is not looking too good for Gohok. Better though for the lineup of Overflocken. We still have 1 player left for Pomfrey and Los Polos Hermanos. Nom Life pushing forwards in the direction of Wolfderp. Atlas going for the flush on Dreas. Life. Push forwards. Push forwards. Get behind Wolfderp. Guardian knocked. Ronant. Not really sure if you should go for the race. That spots him, does not get the kill though. Meanwhile, Wolfie goes down against Non-Life. Three snakes. And another one strikes. Oh, Gronlund takes them all down. One man left standing, which is Sodium. Pan in hand. And he takes them out. Before getting taken out by Hallisjev. And now it's Los Polos Hermanos versus Pomfrey. Gochok eliminated. Non-Life versus Hallisjev. And it's Hallisjev in the end for Pomfrey with the winner chicken dinner and the second chicken dinner for Pomfrey today, which will get them up in the ranks today. Nonetheless, 8 kills for Ishas Korean with 1,747 damage, as well as 8 assists for the North Navigators. Let's hop over, check out the leaderboard. I'm going to calculate it for you guys again, like I usually do. For that, we have the overall leaderboard. 119 points for Gochok so far. But we'll start with Pomfrey. 15 points from this match, plus their 79 points means they have 94 points in total now. Killed by Pan had 94 as well. And they did not get 1 point more because they were eliminated first without kills. So 94 points for Pomfrey and for Killed by Pan, with the decider being obviously the placement points, and placement points are in favor of Pomfrey. So Pomfrey should be on rank 3 for now. But we still have Joyle, who got 1 more point, so 91 for them. Nothing taken away there. Pomfrey most likely should be on rank 3. Los Polos Hermanos, 7 kills plus 6 placement points means 13 points for them. Plus their 97 points they had means 110 points. Still second place. Gochok, 7 kills plus 5 placement points means 12. Plus their 190 means 131. Should stay in first place. Then we have Ulveflocken, 5 kills plus their 4 placement points means 9 points. Additionally to their 25 means 34 points now. Nomad didn't get a single kill, but at least got 3 placement points. They earlier had 48 points, means 51 for them now. Ishas Karelian OGs, 8 points plus 2 placement points means 10 points for them. So 33 points in total. Not taking over second place, the 14th place from Ulveflocken though, if I'm not mistaken. 10 versus... Oh, that could close. There is 9 though. Then we have the North Navigators, 7 by... Oh, we have the updated leaderboard. There we go. Let's hop over to it. And as you can see, Gochok with 131 points in the lead. Second place to Los Polos Hermanos with 110 points. Then we have 94 points for the lineup of Pomfrey and Killed by Pan. Pomfrey, though, with a better placement point decider. 91 points for Joyle, 85 points for Doc, 74 points for the Lost Boys, and 68 for Weenplay Black in the top 8. In the second half of the leaderboard, we then have Alienation with 59 points, 51 for Nomad, 39 points for the North Navigators, 37 for Omega, 34 for Ulveflocken, going up to rank 30 now, 33 each for Finefira and Ishas Karelian OGs, with the placement points being the decider. Again, Finefira has double the placement points of Ishas Karelian. And with that, we're done for today. Thank you for tuning in. I will rate you over to someone else playing. I'm not quite sure who that is yet, but I'll see once the cast is over and I have, well, the delay is run out, so I have 8 minutes more to do that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the follows and the laugh in the chat. I hope to see you again tomorrow for Div 2, because we will be live with Div 2 right here on this channel. Same time, nothing changes except for the teams and the leaderboard. See you then. Bye-bye.